And then just resting the hands on the belly. We want to work with the breath. Standing, deepening the breath. You can even close your eyes if you wish. Returning arms to the side. We'll work with the joint rotations next, starting with head and neck. Just a gentle head roll. Easing head to center, reversing the direction of the circle. Easing head back to the front. Next, the shoulders. You can start by just rolling them upwards and then back down. Next, reaching out to the front, to the side, reach behind you, and to the front again. You can match the movement with the breath if you like. Usually sort of doing the inhale as I open and expand, and the exhale through the center. And one more. We'll turn the hands up and we'll reverse the circle. And one more. And now the elbow joints, circling the arms. Reversing the direction. Okay, working with those wrists next, circling the hands. Making fist with the hands, go the other way. Opening hands, shaking them up. Little up-down motion. And then a rotation. And relaxing the arms down. We'll go to the hips. So feet just a touch wider here. And you're going to guide hips in a circle. And back to center, reversing the direction. And back to center. We'll bring feet closer together. And then we'll stand so the heel's on the ground, toes up, moving whole leg back and forth. Next, the toe and the heel. And placing that foot down, shifting weight, other side. And the toe and the heel. And we'll place that foot back down. We'll move next to the knees. So supporting knee joints and going in a circle. And pause, reverse the direction. The center. We'll stand tall. And we'll work with the ankle joints. Just be mindful of your balance here. And then try reversing the direction. And if you can, pointing and flexing the foot a couple times. Returning that foot to the floor. Shift weight, kind of tuck the tailbone, lift the top of the head. Feel your center. And then I want to reverse the direction. And I want to see if I can point and flex the foot a couple times. Then I can return that foot to the floor and return to a nice Uchi stance. And we'll go ahead and do the turning of the waist. And back to center. And then next we'll do the arm swing one. This will help you feel the whole body movement, loosen any tension that's in the shoulders, the arms. You just want one foot a little bit ahead of the other. Small stance. Weight is 50-50. Feel those feet. Feel those hips moving. And then eventually those arms are going to swing too. And then back to center. And we'll just do the other side. Again, opposite leg will be in front. Feel centered, feel in contact with the earth. And then letting those arms swing. Okay, back to center again. You can bring your feet in, and we want to pick up a horse stance next. Parallel feet, just slightly wider. Taking a moment, settling in, connecting with the earth. Nice tall spine. And we'll just do that circling breath here. So next inhale, arms extending outwards. On the exhale, right down the center. Just kind of smoothing out the movement with the breath. And one more with this one. And then we'll just change it to the opening Tai Chi movement. So that's just rotating the arms so they're facing the back. And then your next inhale, they're floating up to the front. Hands come in. Feeling almost like you're pressing down through water. Pressing down. Nice and relaxed. Inhale, floats up. And then exhale, goes back down. And one more of this one. Okay. Next, changing it to that three-part one where we bring the hands towards the center, comes up towards the heart center, goes forward, goes out to the side, and back down again. Nice big inhale as you draw up. Exhale forward. Inhale open and exhale down. And one more. Okay. And we can draw a foot closer in. And then next we'll work with those bow stances. So I'm going to do a side view here. And I'm going to pick up the left bow first. Right foot turns out. Left foot center step. Sinking tailbone slightly. Left leg's in front. More weight starts in the front leg. Palms will be towards the floor. Movement will be shifting weight to the back foot, turning torso, and shifting forward. Kind of tracing a horizontal circle. Feeling rooted, even though I'm shifting the weight. Both feet are well rooted. Toe or heel does not come up. Upper body's upright, no leaning. And just a lot of action here at the waist. So you can see it, feel, turning. Okay, and then with this one, we'll pause for a moment and we'll switch it over to the cloud hands movement. And we can pause again. Relax the upper body. And then we just want to switch to the other side. So I'm just going to do a little switch around here. And we're going to work with the right bow stance. One. Balance. You can place the palms towards the floor. And the movement will be shifting and turning. And then we can pause for a moment so that we can switch it over to cloud hands. And again, we'll just pause when we have more weight to the front. And arms can be to the side. We'll step forward and we'll return standing. We can go ahead and work with the Grandmaster Wu series next. So you have a choice. It could be Wu Chi stance, or if you like the slightly wider stance, that works too. I'm just going to, again, just taking a moment, really feel contact, imaginary energy roots going down to the bottom of my feet, through the floor, touching the earth. Slight bend to the knee with this one. Slightly lift at the top of the head. And then once you're settled, you can bring both hands towards the center. Circle out, draws up the front to the heart center, and then it goes right back down. And repeat this one. This is gathering the earth energy. And one more time. The second one, we have the gather part. Comes up the front of the body. Just past the forehead. I'll press palms forward. I'll come sink that tailbone. I'm going to turn to the side, turning at the waist. Back to the front. To the other side. And back to the front. And hands come back down. And we'll repeat. It's called gathering, or not gathering, it's gazing at the moon on this one. You can even gaze in between the fingertips there. Turning. One more of this one. The third one. As they gather, it draws upwards, and then palms go forward. Fingertips towards each other, comes in and back down. And repeat. And one more. Next one, as they gather, it's going to draw upwards. And then the arms going to stretch out to the side. You feel a stretch through the arms. You should take a nice big inhale here. On the exhale, relax downwards. And repeat. And how about one more of this one? All right. Next one, as they gather, think just the index finger draws upwards. It's going to go forward, towards each other, in, and back down. And repeat. And we'll do it one more time. Next one has to gather. First two fingers is drawing upwards. Going to go forward, towards each other, in and back down. And repeat. And one more, this one. Next one has the gather. Whole hands coming up the front. Goes behind head, over the top, and down. And repeat. Here's the gather part. Draws upwards, behind head, over the top, and down. Gather, we'll draw up, behind head, over the top, and down. And then how about just one more to finish that one off? And then the very last movement, we have a gather part, draws up, and then arms go to the side, palms facing upwards. And just hold the posture, breathe, connecting whole body. And then let's close by just folding hands down the center. And a couple circling breaths. The inhale goes up, and exhale comes back down. And then at the end here, you can put hands on belly, draw foot closer in, taking nice full deep breaths in and out. Returning arms to the side. And since we've been standing, let's just kind of move the feet about a little bit. If you have water, it's a pretty good idea to take a sip of water too. That's a good idea. Stay hydrated. Okay. So usually the next one we do in line is the white crane, and I think that's a good idea. We'll put that in here. So with the white crane, there's different options how you stand. You can have the heels slightly touching, or the Wuchi stance, whatever's most comfortable. And I'm making a conscious effort, good alignment with the body, rooted down into the earth. And then the first part is really just bringing hands to the front, lightly touching the fingers here. It's going to be all about the breath. So next inhale, hands and belly rise up. On the exhale, goes back down. And long, deep breaths. And creating your own rhythm here. And one more of this one. Turning arms to the side. Next movement with the arms is they're extended outwards. And then they're going to come up, bending the wrist, touching the fingertips, and then back down. And repeat. And one more going up. Extra breaths here. And then the next movement, going down, bending wrists opposite direction. And then goes back up. And one more. And then just letting both arms return to the side. Feel a little bit more heavy, a bit more circulation going in them. All right. So the last part of white crane requires balance. So I'll start by shifting weight to one foot. The other foot, I'll have the ball of the foot on the floor. And then the movement will be, seeing if you can bring those arms up at the same time the foot comes up. And then just depending on how your balance is, you don't even have to bring the foot up. So just even transferring weight is good. I'm doing it slow because I want nice control with the body. A couple more, let's go. And inhale, I usually go up on the inhale. And exhale, I'm going down. Oh boy. Okay, nice and challenging. Okay, and just relax for a sec. Okay, so we can finish off with some of the circling that we do. So we'll just place the feet in a blue chi stance, and we'll hold the ball, one hand on top, one underneath. And then we'll go ahead and roll the ball forward. And then you can pause right in the center, and you're going to reverse it. Roll the ball backwards. And back to center. Next, we're just going to turn at the waist, carrying the ball to one side of the body. With a twist through the body, and then we'll turn the ball over on the side, and we'll bring it back through the center to the other side. And returning to the front. And then we can go ahead and shift it. So we're holding the ball a little higher. Elbows are down, shoulders down. Just shrinking and expanding. So starting close in. Next inhale, expanding. And then exhale, shrinking it back down. And one more. Very good. And arms can relax downwards. And then we'll go ahead and finish off the standing part of it. We'll just do our little salutation here to kind of tap that off. And then the last part, we can just work with the massage point. So if you have a place to sit down or bring a chair a little closer in, we'll work with those massage points. So, sitting comfortable, knowing where your feet are, creating that root, top of the head's lifted. Relax belly, sit up that nice lower abdominal breathing. We'll bring the hands in, we'll kind of rub them together. And the first part is tapping, top of the head. Light tapping on the top, on the side, on the back, all over. Placing both hands on the head, moving the scalp back and forth. Next one, extra tapping on the back of the head, covering ear opening, same time. Okay, then we can get into some of the points in and around the face, starting with the temple area. We'll just massage circles with the palms of the hands. All right. Next is going to be the corner of the eyebrow here. And what I'll do is I'll use my first two fingers and press, and then you'll go across the top of the eye area, across the eyebrow area, bridge of the eye socket. We're just sort of stimulating several points. And then after you do above the eye, you can come to the side and just a little more gentle on the side. Just kind of jiggle a little bit. And now come below the eye. And then I'll kind of pause right about where the cheekbones are. And I'll go to massaging circles. And then take that circling, just get a little closer to the ear opening now, where the two jawbones come together. Continue down the lower jaw towards the chin. You're going to go back up in front of the ear opening. Okay. Next, you want to get either side of the nose. I hold the hands like that, place them on the face, do a bit of a rubbing action. And I'll place one hand on the upper lip, one on the lower, massaging in and around the teeth and the gums, front to back. Okay, got the face all worked with, then we'll go to the ears. So just rubbing the earlobes from top to bottom. After the ears, we want to get to the neck, and we'll start on the back side. One hand on this side of the vertebrae, one on the other, and just kind of walking up and down the back of the neck. And then you can move a little closer to the side of the neck, just moving that one muscle back and forth gently. And the same muscle, just rubbing the front side of it, on the bottom. And then we'll go over here. And then the whole hand. And then I'll take the hands, starting again, just at the back of the neck, kind of right and forward to the chest, about 3 times. Right. And then you're right where you need to be for the next one. Center of the chest, go back to the tapping. Either side, you're going to place the hands in massage circles. Okay. After this one, the one on top, the shoulder, soft kiss, go to the tapping. Open hand and tap down the outside of the arm. Turns over, comes up. And repeat 3 times. After the 3rd time, a few extra rubs right in there, feels good. Now go to the side. Okay. Finish with the arms. We can work with the kidney area. Usually make soft fists, placing them on the lower back. Vigorously rub up and down. Again, we're getting several places, not just the kidneys. We're getting several points here. Feels really good. And then I'm going to come around, I would say, to the top of the buttocks area. Go back to the tapping down the outside of the leg. Open the fist, lightly tap the inside. Couple taps at the lower dantian. And then you repeat 3 times. After the 3rd time, just join up. I rub down the outside of the leg. I'll come over my toes. I'll come up the inside. And then I'll do that 3 times too. And then the very last part, we want to do a little seated meditation. So go ahead and rest the hands on the knees. Going tall. Chin comes down slightly. Closing the eyes. We can go to the breath. Just allowing the belly to rise on the inhale and sink on the exhale. And now for a cleansing breath, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. And again. And returning to natural, effortless breath. You can go ahead and open the eyes. Just noticing how you feel. And try not to be in a rush to go anywhere. Carry some of this good energy with you. Okay. All right. Well, thanks for joining me today.